Hello everyone, today I wanted to give you a really quick and simple video on how to create your build-ups using vocal chops. We're going to be using two methods. The first method is just simply by cutting up the sample like that and adding a really fast pitch automation clip. And the second method is going to be a little bit more advanced, but it should not take up a lot of time. But initially we're going to be using the Fruity Granulizer for that and the piano roll. But that second method is quite similar to the first one, so it should not be confusing. So let's begin. This is our vocal sample here. And we're going to be creating a little kind of build up from this. Now to begin, we first must chop it up a little notch. So you can chop up the sample in two ways. Either you can do it in the playlist, or you can just double click that, go to edit and chop it up in Edison. But we're not going to be doing that right now. We're going to be doing that in the second method. So let me show you the first one here. So we go to the snap to grid, click on none. So we have full control of the length, and we're going to just kind of shrink it like that. Now if you see this little kind of fade in there, the reason I have it there because I want a sample to kind of have a little fade so it doesn't just cut off. So the way you can achieve that, you can just go to the mode and click on generic bleeding. So we have the in cut up like that, and let's cut out the outer here till about there. Alright, cool. We can go back to main just like that and proceed with the build up. So initially I'm going to have a really quick build up. It's not going to build up really slowly, you know, like most tracks they do, just go quite slowly like this. But we're going to have really fast kind of build up. So right in the beginning I'm just going to chop it up like that maybe. Gonna have it on 2 bars. And just kind of and it's going to end right there. So we have initially 4 bars. And at the end we can add a little twist and add a little bit more. So if you're wondering how do I select all like this all the time, I just click Control and left click, or you can just go to the select tool here and do the same. That's initially our build up, and we can just select that, click on the sample and make sure that the range is at maximum, and right click on the pitch band here and click create automation clip, and that will create our pitch band automation clip. Now if you're not really sure what an automation clip is, then make sure to click on the screen right now. I made a full in-depth video for all the beginners about automation clips, so that should help you out a lot. So initially we're just going to boost it up like that, so the pitch goes from normal to a couple of octaves up. So let's check a little preview. Now at the end I want it to kind of lower down, so I'm just going to create another point here and put it down just like that. Alright, cool. And now we can select the whole loop again, and since I have it on the master channel, I'm just going to add a couple of effects on here, but for you it might be on another channel, so just look out for that. So I'm just going to add a little reverb on here, and I'm going to lower down the reverb just a tiny notch, and I'm going to boost up the low cut. Let me show you what it does. can see, kind of does a little difference there. And I'm going to boost up the damp. And now I'm going to create an automation clip on the wet level here. And this is a really kind of mainstream technique, but it does work really well. So initially it just goes from no reverb almost to a lot of reverb at the end here, and then it just kind of fades away, so it's not too overwhelming when the drop comes in. So let's take a little preview. Alright, cool. Let's actually boost it up a little more. And now I'm going to add in a fruity delay in here. And let's just switch that to ping pong mode. Put that volume down a little bit so it delays. And let's set the time to like 4-step. Alright, we can have a little pattern here going on as well. And we just initially want to create an automation clip on the volume. So the further into the build-up, the more delay we're gonna have. So let's create an automation clip to that. And same thing like all of this, we just kind of boost it up at the end here and make it fade away. So we can actually copy that value here and paste it in. Alright, that's pretty cool. And to top it off, we can add in a little free filter on here. I really like using free filters on vocals and bass lines. So let's see, we can add in a high pass filter and just turn down the frequency. The frequency is basically how much of filter you're going to have. So let's create an automation clip on that as well. And let's just add a little kind of filter at the end here. Alright, so that's basically our build up. So let's take a listen one more time here. Alright, cool. And now let me show you the second method that you can try, which is quite simple as well. It does take a couple of more steps to do, but it's totally worth it because you can get really creative with that. So basically, you know, you have the sample here and we can just go to edit. Now this time we want to cut it up in Edison because it's more simpler. So let me just do this here, right about there. And now we just want to pop it into the channel rack. And we have the sample here. But the problem is, as you can see, the higher I go, the shorter the note gets, and the lower I go, the longer the note gets. So that's a really big problem. And that's where the Fruity Granulizer plugin comes in. So I want to select that. And I'll just kind of drag out the sample from here into the granulizer. And now as you can see, if we play the notes, it will stay at the same length. We want to boost up the attack a little bit so it doesn't sound too electronic. Alright, cool. And the cool thing about granulizer is that you can actually adjust the start of the sample if you screw up in Edison. So for example, you can actually make it start from another point. But I'm just going to start it from here because I like that little pop there. So let me put the attack down here so it doesn't fade. And we can go to the piano roll this time and do the same thing basically. As you can see, it's basically the same thing that we did in the playlist, only it's a little bit more comfortable, I guess, and you can add a couple of cool things to it, like adjust the velocity of it. So for example, it might kind of fade into the build up here. Also, you can add some cool kind of slides as well. So you can really play around with the different types of build-ups in the piano roll, and that's why I like this method a little bit more than the playlist method. So now we can just create that same pitch band automation clip. Now if you don't want to do this all over again, you can just click on the previous automation clip, go to the articulate tool and click copy state, double click on your new automation clip and click paste state, and it's going to replicate the same attributes as it had in this automation clip. So let's take a preview with the fruity granulazer method, the piano roll method, whatever you call it. So that's the two methods that I wanted to show you guys. Hopefully you implement these in your own tracks, and if you like these methods, tell me what you think in the comment section below. If you haven't seen my video on how to create a trap buildup, then make sure to click on the screen right now, because it's initially the same thing, but there's a couple of cooler methods you can try with snare drums in that video, and I believe that that will help you out a lot. So thank you for watching, guys, and see you in the next one. Peace.